God. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe we lost our bets to that guy.
Jeez, I can't believe my Cowboys lost to the Niners.
Dude.
I know.
This sucks, man.
This
just sucks. Oh, Rocha! Jesus, man.
Dude, are you serious?
What are you doing? I can smell that and taste that from here. God,
Oh, my
damn it.
God, dude, really?
Hey, listen, my stomach kind of gets bubbly when I get excited, man.
Oh, my. When you get excited, that's what you do? That's
yes.
what you do.
Yes.
Jesus.
Well, fine. Tell the audience why you're excited.
Obviously, I mean, my Niners did beat his Cowboys, and not only that, I won my bet against the both of you. So now you have to wear shirts of my choice on your guys' stream, baby. Let's go.
That's right, folks. My Bulls lost to his Warriors, and then Sean's Cowboys had to lose to his 49ers. So on a future stream, me and Sean have to wear these shirts. Look at them.
God.
We're going to be wearing this
Why?
in the future. So congratulations, Rocha, on the bet, and congratulations on the 49ers win.
Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But Sean, your Dallas Cowboys, they joined the off-season moon-watching party
Yes, they did.
with your best friends, the Eagles.
Yeah.
They got stomped.
They did. They got massacred.
The Raiders.
Yeah.
A bit of a controversial game, but Raiders are joining that party nonetheless.
Yep.
And then the Pittsburgh Steelers, who also got destroyed.
Yeah, that was not even close.
And the New England Patriots and Cardinals.
Bye, Cardinals.
Dude, so many bad games.
Yeah, some of these games were absolute blowouts. Some of these teams didn't look like they belonged even in the playoffs. Some people have been questioning whether or not of having a 7 seed going forward in this format.
I'm starting to question it too.
But nonetheless, GG's to you guys who are now in the Moon Watcher Party. But Wild Card Weekend is in the books, and now we are in the divisional round of the playoffs,
sir.
and we got some great matchups.
Oh, I'm ready, man.
There shouldn't be blowouts here.
No. These are all going to be good games.
I know. This is going to be great. Guys, help us along with these picks. Let us know who you guys have, because we're going to break everything down, and let us know who you have winning and why.
Yes.
Rocha, you ready? Sean, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's
Everybody
go.
ready? All right. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and let's get ready for the picks for the divisional round.
Let's go.
And we're going to start things off with the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the number 1 seed, Tennessee Titans.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Hosting here. And now, Tennessee Titans looking healthy.
Yep.
They're getting back Derrick Henry, who hasn't played since week 8.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty huge.
Oh, 100%. He had his first contact practice, and it went well, they said. And this team, even without Derrick Henry, went on a run to clinch that first seed, and you got to be impressed.
Yeah, I mean, they actually had a good stretch there without Derrick Henry, where they looked better than they did with Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
But they're going to be facing the Cincinnati Bengals offense, which was cooking, man, especially towards the end of the season. Last week, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, this is a combo, a deadly alliance that cannot be stopped, it seems.
I know. It's amazing.
I mean, Jamar Chase cooked the Raiders for 9 receptions, 116 yards. And you know what? The Bengals, they're 5-1 when he has 100-plus yards in games.
Yeah.
Now, Sean, who do you have winning this game?
Oh, you know what? It's sometimes when you get into this time of the year, it gets to when who gets getting healthy at the right time, and Titans are getting healthy at the right time. Derrick Henry, I know they didn't look that. They had times where they didn't look that great with him, but this guy still almost ran for 1,000 yards. Think about that, 1,000 yards, and he's missed since what, week 8? You said?
Yeah.
Wow. So he had 937 yards and 10 touchdowns. I think them getting Derrick Henry back, obviously A.J. Brown. I think this team had the bye week. They needed it. They're going to win and come out with a dub.
Going with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Now, this one was pretty tough for me to pick because when I look at these two teams and how they match up, you look at the Bengals, this is a highly prolific offense, especially in the passing game. And when you look at the Tennessee Titans, they are trash against the pass. I mean, they are letting up all kinds of yards, receptions against the wide receivers. They're 31st in receptions allowed. They are 31st in yards given up, and they're 28th in touchdowns allowed. So they're giving up a lot. And when you're talking about Jamar Chase, who can't be stopped already, even if you have a really good passing defense, you got T. Higgins, you got Tyler Boyd. Man, this is an advantage for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep.
With the Tennessee Titans, what they have to do is they got to get that pressure on a Joe Burrow, and that's where they are actually good at. Their front seven, that defensive line, these guys can come in there and get some sacks. Harold Landry, he's got 12 sacks with 22 quarterback hits this year.
Yeah.
You got Danico Autry with 9 sacks and 18 QB hits. And then Bud Dupree, he's got 2 sacks in the last 4 games. So they could definitely bring that pressure. Mm-hmm. And the Cincinnati Bengals, they are 30th in sacks allowed. So they let guys get to Joe Burrow. And you already know what the deal is. You get to the quarterback, he can't make those big-time plays down the field if he doesn't have the time to do so. Mm-hmm. And as far as the running game goes, Joe Mixon has been struggling as of late, and they're not going to be doing well against this rush defense of the Tennessee Titans because they could do pretty well against the rush. Now, on the flip side of the things, the Cincinnati Bengals, one thing that worries about me is that they had 3 defensive linemen that got hurt in that game last week against the Raiders.
That's true.
And the one guy that really needs to be playing is Trey Hendrickson. And so far, he's been on full practice as of this recording, so it looks like he's trending to play.
That's good.
Because the Tennessee Titans, they're 26 in sacks allowed. And so they are able to give up some pressure to Ryan Tannehill. And, you know, B Money told me that Ryan Tannehill, he's averaging less than 135 yards passing per game in the playoffs, when he does play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with those weapons like A.J. Brown being there and Julio Jones, if the Bengals can apply pressure on Tannehill and try to contain Derrick Henry, who is just now coming back, well, that could be an X factor for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep.
But what I think is going to happen is I think Tennessee is going to be able to apply pressure on a Joe Burrow. Joe Mixon's not going to be much of a factor in this game. Ryan Tannehill has been playing fantastic to end the season.
Yes.
I mean, the Bengals are not great on third down and in the red zone at all. Meanwhile, the Titans are damn good at defending both. And the opposite is true. Titans are great on third down and in the red zone. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Bengals are not good at defending the third down or the red zone.
Yep.
So when I'm looking at everything, can the Bengals win this game? Sure. Joe Burrow can torch that secondary and put up some big-time points and force Tennessee to have to play from behind.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Tennessee. This is playoff football, ground and pound, get to the quarterback. Pass rush is going to be there for Tennessee. Give me the Titans.
Yeah.
So we're both going Tennessee. Roach?
Oh, man, it's going to be a credible matchup, man. I'm looking forward to it. The one thing the Titans I was watching early and saw, they're terrible against the run. Absolutely terrible. I think that's the one thing that the Bengals could do. Actually, take that back. Sorry. They're great against the run, terrible against the pass, like you were saying, Josh, my bad. And that's what's going to kill them. I think you can see Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, or T. Higgins, all 3 get over 100 yards this game, man. I think they are going to dominate the time possession. I understand the Titans are getting Henry back. He's got to have some rest, right? It's been a couple months since he's been back. So I don't think he's going to have a good game. I'm calling it now. I think he has under 100 yards rushing and no touchdowns. But Derrick Henry, I think Joe Burrow, what do they call him? Joe Burr? What do they call him? Joe Burr, he's going to go into Tennessee, and he's going to pull the Bengals out with a victory and head to the AFC Championship game.
Okay, I like that. And you know what?
Go with the young team.
You know what's interesting too, Roach? Since you're taking the Bengals, the Bengals, man, they live for big-time plays.
Yes.
When you're talking about 20-plus yard plays, Bengals are one of the best teams at doing that, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, Jamar Chase, he's been cooking all year.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the Tennessee Titans, they're 27th in 20-plus yard pass plays allowed.
Ooh.
So they allow those big-time plays.
Yeah.
So it could be who – oh, my God.
This game could be a lot closer than people think.
Oh, it should come down the wire.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
hopefully.
What's the spread in this game is 3.5.
3.5?
So it's not like it's a big spread.
So we're taking Tennessee. Roger's going to take the Cincinnati Bengals.
Let's go.
Either way.
Now, I also want to say this. B Money, one of our moderators and diehard Bengals fan, he joined us the last couple of weeks in making the Cincinnati Bengals picks.
Yep. He
wanted me to say this to everyone. He wants you guys to know that this is the Chinese New Year of the Tiger.
Oh.
Okay? That's really important. This is the year of the fucking Tiger, guys.
Yeah.
All right? It can't be a coincidence. He also wants everyone to know that the last time the Bengals won a playoff game in the AFC Divisional round, it was against the Houston Oilers. And Rocha, who did the Houston Oilers go on to become?
The Tennessee Titans.
The Tennessee fucking Titans. He also wants you guys to know that a matchup that he's really looking forward to seeing in this game is the LSU matchup of Jamar Chase versus Fulton of the Tennessee Titans, who both played on that championship team. They know each other very well, and they've practiced against each other countless times. He also has a bold prediction. B-Money says the Bengals will hold Derrick Henry under 100 yards.
Oh,
just like what you said.
They're going to need to.
And I didn't tell Rocha about this at all.
He didn't.
And they're going to beat Tennessee by 10 points. Bengals win by at least 10 points.
He should know not to pick to win by 10.
Ooh, the curse of 10.
Oh,
Curse of
that's
10.
right.
Come on, man. But yeah, I like Fulton though. That is going to be a great matchup. Remember, that was a guy that I went Dallas to draft a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
So there you have it, folks. Who are you taking? Bengals or Tennessee? Don't forget, we will be streaming this game, so you got to come hang out with us for that one. It's going to be incredible.
So if they really do hold Derrick Henry under 100, that would be insane.
That'd be crazy.
We'll find out who wins. And now on to what could be the best game this weekend. It might be, because we have the San Francisco 49ers heading to Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers.
Those cheeseheads.
And also joining us for this pick is our special guest, Isaiah Faithful. What's up, Isaiah?
Hello. How are you guys doing today, man? I'm so excited.
We're doing great, man. Thank you for joining us. This is your debut on the pick.
Yes.
Bucket hat, I see. You got a bucket hat.
Yes, sir.
That's godly hat.
I like it. All right, guys. 49ers taking on the Green Bay Packers. You guys are 3-0 against Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs.
Y'all are.
Yes.
Sir.
You guys already faced off earlier this season. The Packers won that last matchup in y'all's home field, 30-28 on a game-winning field goal. Now, of course, that was a long time ago. It's ancient history. Both teams are different right now.
Yes, they are.
Because in that last matchup, you guys weren't rushing with Elijah Mitchell and Deebo Samuel.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
It was Trey Sermon who got most of the carries in that game.
Yeah.
And who the hell is Trey Sermon now?
Yeah.
Who the hell's that guy?
Who knows?
An IR spot. That's what he is.
Now, 49ers Green Bay. I look at this and I automatically want to say, ooh, you know what? History says 49ers,
Yeah.
like the Packers own us, the 49ers own Aaron Rodgers in the postseason.
They do.
I should probably go them, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
You're not?
Nope. I'm not going to pick the San Francisco 49ers. Sorry, guys. I picked y'all last week to win.
Yes.
I'm not doing it this week.
So what, you picked them to win against my Cowboys.
Yes.
You can't pick them.
I'm not going to pick them this time. I'm going to go with the Cheeseheads to win this game.
Okay.
And some of the reasons why I'm going to choose them is, look, the 49ers, they do have some good matchups up against the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
They do have Deebo Samuel, who is just unstoppable right now.
He's a monster.
Elijah Mitchell has been doing an incredible job, man. But when I look at that game last week against the Dallas Cowboys, you know, the Cowboys, they weren't getting much done in the passing game. Dak Prescott was missing guys. So many fucking penalties in that one that you guys were shooting yourselves in the foot. I don't know how many first downs you guys gave those 49ers with some of those penalties.
Yeah.
You know,
It was rough.
And I look at everything that happened, and you guys still look like you had an opportunity there if Dak Prescott didn't run so much.
Just slid like 2 seconds later.
You know? But I think that's not going to happen against the Green Bay Packers. They are one of the most well-rounded, complete teams in the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers at home. They are the least penalized team in the NFL offensively, and I think they're like one of the best defensively. I mean, they don't get penalties against them. So to go up against Green Bay in their home field, you got to play mistake-free football.
Yeah, you do.
And you know what, Shanahan, even though he guys had you the rights, he literally did everything in his power to get you guys into that game.
Yeah, throwing the ball when I don't know why they were, but I'll take it.
I don't trust Shanahan, and I also don't trust Jimmy G. Jimmy G in the last 3 games has 5 fucking interceptions. Why do you put it in his hands?
I don't get it.
I don't trust him. The Green Bay Packers, they're going to be getting some of their guys back. It's Jair Alexander.
Huge.
He looks like he might be playing. Zadarius Smith, he hasn't played since week 1.
He's a monster.
Whitney Merciless, he hasn't played since week 10. He might be coming back.
Those are huge additions.
Green Bay's got a good defense, and they can pick some guys off. And Jimmy G, he's going to be good for a couple mistakes, you know?
Yeah.
So, I just don't trust San Francisco. I don't trust Shanahan. I don't trust Jimmy G. I do trust Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers here at home to get the job done. I'm going to be taking the Packers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the key in this game is going to be definitely Jimmy G. Is he going to be able to not turn over the ball? Which
he has been.
He has been.
Yeah.
And the simple fact, apparently, he's got that thumb injury, and then now he's got a shoulder injury, apparently.
And you know what's the craziest thing?
Yeah.
Against y'all's Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah.
He had all day to throw.
Oh, yeah, he did.
In that whole entire game, and he still made mental errors.
Yeah.
Missing wide receivers and turning over the ball.
Yeah. So that's what's a little concerning. Jimmy G turning over the ball. This is going to be 12 degrees. It's in Lambeau.
You know what's the coldest game the 49ers played all year?
What?
47 degrees, I think it was. That was the coldest game they played all year.
So you're dealing with the thumb injury, dealing with a shoulder injury, and that kind of cold? Oh, man, you better have that chicken broth, right? Isn't that what they're giving out? The chicken broth? Because you're going to need a lot of that, man. 12 degrees, Lambeau. Yeah, I'm going to go Packers as well. I got to trust Aaron Rodgers in this kind of weather. Them getting those pieces back. I know Aaron Rodgers, he does have a hurt toe and all that, but, man, he's got one of the quickest releases in the game.
And Aaron Jones.
Yeah, and Aaron Jones. And even not A.J. Dillon's been a monster, too.
A.J. Dillon,
when
yes.
he gets opportunities. So, yeah, and Randall Cobb is supposed to be, they're expecting him to play, too. So, that's another key.
Randall Cobb in the playoffs, it's always good for a big play.
He is. So,
Take Green Bay.
I'm taking Green Bay.
We're both taking Green Bay. All right, now let's see what these 49ers fans are going to say.
I wonder what they're going to say.
We'll kick off to Rocha. Who you got? Gee, I wonder who.
I mean, come on, you got. Actually, I have the Green Bay Packers winning this game.
What? No, you're fucking with us.
I'm not kidding neither.
Get out.
No.
There's no way, bro. There's no way.
Look at this. Nah.
Listen, man.
God,
I like some of our matchups against Green Bay. I really do, but. Like, Josh, you know the best. The Last Dance. This kind of has a Last Dance feeling right now to it.
With that Jesus.
Aaron Rodgers, man, this dude's on a mission to get that second ring to win with this team. And I just feel like we're not going to make enough plays to stop him. I feel like Jimmy G is going to make a couple mistakes in this game, and that's what's going to kill us. I think Devontae Adams, even in the blowout games of 2019, still killed the 49ers. He's going to be good for over 100 in a touchdown against us. That's a problem. Can we stop anybody else? Cobb, Lazard, MVS. Can we stop Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon? We have the best run defense over the last few weeks. I expect us to stop them, but just trying to beat Aaron Rodgers in the frozen tundra with Jimmy G, just as much as I want it to happen, of course, I want us to win. But I gotta go Packers in this game. Oh, that hates to hurt. That hurts.
So that's so far 3 of us going Green Bay, including a 49ers fan.
I can't believe I'm gonna have to be the odd man's out. I have to defend my own team when my own partner in crime, Rocha, wouldn't even defend our team. And I'm gonna pick the 49ers to win this game, and I'm gonna tell you why. 49ers have one of the best run offenses in the league going into this game. And what do you do when it's cold outside? When the ball feels like a rock, you run the ball. Mm-hmm. Who is good at running the ball? Elijah Mitchell and Deebo Samuel. And when Deebo Samuel gets the ball more than 5 times a game, the Niners are undefeated this season. And and again, to what Josh's point, we didn't run the ball with Deebo Samuel. Elijah Mitchell wasn't in the game last time we played. Alexander was playing, the cornerback for the Packers was playing. I mean, I'm just befuddled by the fact that Rocha chose the Packers. I understand Jimmy G is our Achilles heel. He is the reason we lose a lot of these games. But I feel like after what happened last last week. Shanahan making these multiple mistakes in big games, and for him to finally not choke, I feel like it's clearing something out of his head. It has to, because when you finally don't choke, you kind of realize like, hey, I could do something here, and
It's true.
Go ahead.
okay, and I feel like he does this with Green Bay. He won't stop running. He didn't stop running in week 3.
True.
He continued to run, even though we got 63 yards of offense rushing with Elijah Mitchell. We still continue to run, and I feel like, again, Deebo Samuel is a different breed from what he was week 3. Brandon Ayuk is finally being idolized into this offense. Trey Lance isn't being like, oh, is he going to play into this offense? Is he going to be in this team right now? We have that monkey off our back already. We know we know Jimmy G is the guy for the rest of the year. This team is hungry. They've been here. They've seen it. They've seen the Super Bowl. They were 10 minutes away. And I think this is our year. I may be biased, but I think we're going to beat Green Bay in the frozen tundra. And I think Deebo Samuel, hot take, I said this last time I did this. Deebo Samuel is going to have more than 100 yards rushing this game.
Oh.
And a touchdown.
I like it.
That could be a huge factor for them. I also have a question.
Yes.
Devontae Adams, in y'all's matchup earlier this season, he went off against you guys. And
yes.
Of course, I mean, it's Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
But was Emmanuel Mosley playing in that game?
He was not.
He's been incredible for you guys. 0 touchdowns allowed. This dude's been incredible.
It was Josh Norman and Lenore. And looking at our corners now with Emmanuel Mosley in the last 2 weeks with Ambry Thomas, they have been the best 2 corners for us this whole entire year.
Yep.
They both picked off Matthew Stafford and Kawan, who's been our best slot corner, arguably the best slot corner in the league, picked off Dakota last week. And we've been holding down these top offensive wide receivers. I just don't understand how we can't defend Devontae. I'm not throwing disses at Devontae Adams. I know he's great. He's arguably the best wide receiver in the league. But now we have our best corner. D'Amico Ryans, someone that we didn't speak about. D'Amico Ryans has grown as a defensive coordinator, getting job offers to become a head coach in his first year of coordinating for defense. Is already getting job offers. He's grown from that week 3 matchup.
But okay, so you talk about those guys, but I want to talk about or tell us about some of the guys that are going to be banged up going into this game. I mean, Jimmy Ward got hurt, right? He hurt his ankle?
No, it's Fred Warner.
Fred Warner. It was Fred Warner. And Nick Bosa, he had a concussion. As far as I know, he's still on concussion protocol, right?
He is. He was limited in practice today. Good thing is Fred Warner was a full participant. Same Jimmy G and Fred Warner were both full participants today.
Good.
And okay, you want to speak about how Nick Bosa does bring a big impact to the defense. He takes he takes the double teams and it allows these other guys around him to get into the pressure. But look at what our defensive line was able to do without him in that second half. And Eric Armstead, congratulations to him stepping up, being the leader that we thought he was, the guy we paid millions of dollars to be that leader. He stepped up. A bunch of rookies. I forgot. I can't say his name.
Omenahu.
He stepped up. He had a couple of pressures and 2 sacks, I believe.
Sir.
He's really been stepping into these roles. This defensive line is very deep, and I'm very excited to see what we could do. Even if Nick Bosa doesn't play, I still feel confident that we could win. Our defensive coordinator for our D line has been amazing as well, teaching these boys how to break through the line. This team is gritty. They're hungry. This team is rough. They want to punch you in the mouth, even when you're still on the ground. Even if when they're on the ground, they want to punch you in the mouth still. And I don't know. And with Fred Warner, we have Alshire, who's been an unseen hero for us. And when Dre Greenlaw's into the linebacking core, he's also great. He's a guy who could get to the ball. Shows also here. He's what we thought Reuben Foster was going to be.
Exactly.
He's a guy who could get through the line. He could get to the quarterback, and he could get past those. He could be outside the numbers as well. He gets the tackles that we need.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
I was just going to bring something up. So the thing is, I know you said running the ball is going to be key, and it is. You're going to have to try to keep that offense off the field because you say cold weather, you got to run. with the Packers, it doesn't seem it matters. They can still score in cold weather. They can still throw the ball in cold weather. And I just want to point something out because that's why you might get away from the run because you might have to play catch up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The last 5 games, the Packers have scored 30 points in 4 of those games. Y'all have only scored 30 points one time in the last 5 games, and that was against Atlanta. So that is going to be key. Is if y'all could slow them down, which is very difficult, even in the cold weather. Aaron Rodgers still, for some reason, doesn't affect him. He's a god. So you're going to kind of keep that in mind.
And that comes to my next point. We've also faced another team that can score 30 points, and you guys last week.
And
I understand
you're
you're
17.
But we got riddled with penalties. We shot ourselves in the foot that held us back.
That is true.
How many big plays? We had a big play in the first quarter.
It was CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb for like 30, 40 yards.
There we go.
Called back, right? I'm not. That's on us. We fucked up.
Yeah.
Whatever. But like Josh, what did you say earlier? They're the least penalized team.
Yeah.
They're not gonna shoot themselves in the foot like that.
Yeah.
No, they're disciplined.
So,
It's going to be interesting.
There it is. There it is, folks.
It's going to be interesting. I can't wait.
Well, we're taking the Green Bay Packers along with Rocha. Isaiah, he's standing firm. He's taking the 49ers.
I like it though.
That was a great breakdown of everything. I mean, just about anything that could be said about this game just did.
Yep.
So, guys, show some love to Isaiah for joining us. Isaiah Faithful, the link into his channel is in the description box. Thanks, Isaiah, for joining us.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you guys so much for having me on.
All right. Guys, we're going to be streaming this game. Guys, y'all streaming this game?
I will be.
I'm going to be watching it with my pops.
Okay.
This
Rocha
playoff
will be
time.
streaming this if you guys want to go catch it with him as well. And, guys, when we're streaming this game, I'm going to be wearing an Aaron Rodgers jersey.
Oh, that's
I
right.
hope
Because the
I hope
Packers
that
swept
brings
the
bad
Bears. I had a bet, and now I'll be wearing an Aaron Rodgers jersey for this upcoming stream. So come.
Dang, Josh, you're
See that.
kind
I'm
of
sorry.
you're kind of old for bets right now, bro. The one to me, not a Hayden.
He's gonna be defeatless, just like Aaron Rodgers is gonna be after this week when he goes 0-4 against us.
Oh,
You know what, motherfucker? And now on to another phenomenal matchup. We have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ooh.
And they've already faced this past season.
Yep.
In the last matchup, the Rams won 34-24. I mean, Tom Brady, he had 400 yards in that game.
Yeah.
1 touchdown, was playing from behind for most of the game.
Oof.
And Matthew Stafford, he was incredible. He had like 343 yards and like 4 touchdowns, man.
I remember that
Damn.
game. He went the off, man.
That was an incredible game. But,
Yes.
you know, that was a long time ago. That was
It
ancient
was.
history. Both these teams are different, really, because since then, who has emerged? Odell Beckham Jr. for the Rams.
He was not there at the time. Odell Beckham, man, he looked amazing.
Absolutely. Cooper Kupp just took on just torched the league.
He did, yeah. The best, probably arguably the best receiver in the game right now.
Oh, but for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who they don't have, they don't have Godwin.
Yeah.
He's gone. Antonio Brown's gone.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
down. Their weapons now. Tom Brady's main weapons are these: Mike Evans. You have Gronkowski.
Yep.
And whoever he's going to be throwing to from the backfield. So
Yeah.
whether that's Giovanni Bernard or Leonard Fournette.
Possibly. He didn't make
Bro,
the
Joe.
games last week. But
Yeah,
he might.
I mean, he is absolutely crucial to this game.
Yeah.
So those are going to be the 3 targets that he's going to be targeting in this one. Jalen Ramsey, put him on Mike Evans, so these other guys become X factors.
They better step the fuck up.
You know, Cameron Brate also could be an X factor in this
Yeah.
one.
Scotty Miller, I think is that other guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is going to be an incredible matchup. Sean, who do you have?
Oh man, both these teams are coming off pretty dominating wins.
Yep.
You know, Rams versus the Cardinals, and Bucs versus the Eagles. The Bucs and Eagles, we kind of expected that one, but man, it was good to see Matthew Stafford get his first dub in the playoffs last week.
Yep. He was pretty fucking efficient.
Yeah,
I think only missed 3 passes.
that was amazing. But you know what though? It's not just Stafford. Yeah, it was very impressive. But another impressive thing was Cam Akers.
Yes.
Makers. Incredible, dude. He looked good.
I can't believe how good he
great.
looked coming back from that Achilles, right?
It's almost
Yeah.
suspiciously good.
It's crazy. There's some voodoo, magic, something wizardry going on here.
Yep.
But you know what? This is going to be a tough matchup, even though they've already beat them once. Apparently, Tom Brady has not beaten the Rams since he became a Buccaneer. So that's something to keep in mind. The Bucs have their number.
I mean, sometimes
the Rams have their number.
You know, sometimes in the playoffs, it comes down to matchups, and
Yeah.
this Rams team really matches up greatly against the Bucs.
It does.
We already saw it this past year. And here's another thing you guys got to consider: Tristan Wirfs. he got injured in that last game.
Oh, that looked bad.
Yeah.
And he tried to come back in the game less than 100%, and he looked awful and gave up a sack.
Yeah.
But then his backup comes in there, and the dude is a hot garbage bag.
No wonder they tried to put him back in.
Just trash bag.
It was terrible.
So this is a huge fucking thing to keep an eye on because
yeah,
who's going to be on that side? Von Miller, who had a great game last week.
Von Miller. So that's like you said, matchups, and that's actually a big reason why I'm going Rams in this one.
Right.
Because Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, Von Miller, that defense looked fucking amazing. The Cardinals, they shut down Kyler Murray. There was a point where Odell Beckham in the third quarter had more passing yards than Kyler Murray had.
Yeah.
On that one pass attempt he had. So you got to give props to that, especially since earlier in that second matchup, when the Rams did beat the Cardinals, Kyler Murray still went off for over 400 yards. They were able to limit them. This defense is flying around. They're confident. So give me the Rams to go into Tampa and upset the Bucs and get Stafford another win.
Get Stafford another win.
Let's go.
All right. For myself, I will also be taking the Los Angeles Rams. Now, one thing to consider, yes, Jalen Ramsey is going to be a Mike Evans, right? He, if let's say he could slow down Mike Evans, Ramsey's been having an incredible season. But the Rams against wide receivers this year, they're 29th in yards allowed, 30th in receptions allowed. So even if Ramsey can do good on Mike Evans, these other guys, like I mentioned earlier, are going to have to step up and be X factors for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Gronkowski, he's going to have to step up. Cameron Brate, Tyler Johnson, he could be an X factor for the Bucs. This guy has looked really good at times. So, these other guys are going to step up. Leonard Fournette, if he could play in this one, that could be huge. And if you could apply pressure on Matthew Stafford, this is a guy who can make a ton of mistakes.
We've seen that all year.
And the Bucs can really apply that pressure. And their secondary has been known to pick off some guys. So, I'm still taking the Rams. They just match up too well, I think, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know people are going to say, you just can't bet against Tom Brady. You just can't fucking do it.
He's a GOAT.
And I understand that. I completely do. But my brain says it should be the Rams game.
If they had Godwin, it might be different.
Right. Who you got, Roach?
Well, Josh, you can't bet against Tom Brady, bro. You can't do it.
We're already
can't do it.
Jesus.
You're not doing it?
I'm not doing it. I'm going Bucs in this game, man.
You're taking Bucs?
I'm taking the Bucs. I feel like Tom Brady's gonna get it done again, man. He just time and time, no matter who he has at wide receiver, no matter who he has at running back, will get the job done. Devin White did not have a good season for them, but this dude balled out against Philly. This dude shows up in the postseason. We saw it last year. We're seeing it again. I feel like the defense is gonna get to Matthew Stafford. We've seen him too many times in the last few weeks of the season give up the ball. Look at the Niners game, for example. 2 picks in crucial spots. I think that happens again. Tom Brady, I hate to say this, the GOAT. He's going to get it done again, ladies and gentlemen. The Bucs are going to win.
Now, are you just saying that because it's the Rams and you don't like,
No, I truly believe the Bucs are going to win.
Do you guys think that's a lie? Say yes. But no, yes, Tom Brady, he is the GOAT. Bucs, they definitely can apply that pressure.
They can.
They're 7th in sacks this past year. They're 2nd in pressure percentage. They're number 1 in blitzing. They're 2nd in quarterback hits.
Yeah, and one of the key things to keep in mind is the Bucs' defense has been giving up over 300 yards, 353 yards a game. Rams, less than 200.
Ooh.
So think about that.
So, let us know who you guys have. Now on to what could be, what might be, maybe should be, the best game in the divisional round. This is going to be a tough one to call, so listen up, all right?
Rematch from last year.
You got to listen up for this one. We got the Buffalo Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow.
And this one, guys, is also a rematch. They've already played this past offseason. I think it was week 5.
Yep.
And the Bills won 38-20. Josh Allen, he threw 315 yards, 3 touchdowns, had 11 rushing attempts for 59 yards and another rushing touchdown.
Jesus.
Patrick Mahomes, 272 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and he had 61 yards on the ground himself. This was a long time ago, and this was back when they had that stretch where Mahomes was like struggling.
Yeah.
The whole team was basically struggling.
Yeah, early in the year, I remember that.
But they've gone past that. The Chiefs.
Oh, they've been on a tear as of late.
Absolutely.
And these two teams, breaking them down, putting all my notes, everything, and I'm like, these two teams are so fucking similar.
It is. It's crazy. Their stats. They're both averaging 28 points a game. They're both defense are playing great. This is tough.
My goodness. I mean, it's gonna come down to a few things here. But who do you have winning? Taking the Bills or taking the Chiefs?
You know what? I am going to go Bills. I'm going to ride that bandwagon. I love Josh Allen. I love what they're doing. I just want to point out, even though the Chiefs did eventually blow out the Steelers, for a good little bit, it was a close game.
That's right.
I cannot believe it was even a close game, even for as long as it was. It was, a quarter and a half? I know they started blowing them out late in the second, but just that little concerns me, right? And Patrick Mahomes, like we've said, hasn't looked all that great. Even in the Pittsburgh game, he had some bloopers, right? Mistakes made. So I'm going to go Buffalo here. I think Josh Allen and them are getting hot at the right time. In the last 5 games they played, only one team has scored over 20 points. And that was New England Patriots, 33-21. Everybody else been 17, 10, 15, 14. Their defense is playing amazing. I'm going to go Buffalo. I think they're going to get some turnovers from Patrick Mahomes, and they'll win this game.
I mean, we both know what they can do offensively.
Yeah.
And when I look at both of their defenses, I like what the Bills are doing a little bit more from their defensive side. Their secondary is doing a fantastic job. I look forward to seeing some of those matchups right there. Buffalo, also, they're great at applying pressure on the quarterback. They're 11th in sacks, first in pressure rate. And Mahomes, in that Steelers game, he was sacked 3 times. Got hit 7. He was sacked 3 times, 7 quarterback hits. Meanwhile, when the Bills went up against the New England Patriots, a really damn good defense, they allowed 1 hit. One hit to Josh Allen. I mean, they fucking torched the New England Patriots, who has a better team than the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
So that really matters. And the Chiefs, they, for the most part, during the season, they did a pretty good job at pressuring the quarterback themselves. They were 6th in pressure rates, 8th in blitzing. Chris Jones, we'll see what kind of a game he has here. But the offensive line for the Buffalo Bills has been incredible. They're allowing Josh Allen to pick teams apart. And that's what Mahomes and Josh Allen have been doing a lot this year, especially towards the end of the season in the playoffs. They're spreading the ball around to many different receivers. Yeah, Tyreek Hill's getting some. Travis Kelce is getting some. But he's spreading it to, Pringle and these other guys.
Pringle's been a beast.
And Josh Allen's doing the same. I mean, he's going to not just Diggs, but he's going to Emmanuel Sanders. He's going to Knox, who had an incredible game.
Knox is amazing.
So I think the Buffalo Bills defense is a little bit better than what the Kansas City Chiefs are doing here.
Yeah.
Now, who can run better though? Who can establish their running game a little bit better? Because neither are good versus the run.
Yeah.
I mean, you can run on the Chiefs. You can run on the Bills too. The Chiefs have not, but here's another thing too. The Chiefs have not been good on third down, and red zone defense. The Bills are elite at both offensively.
Yeah. So that's gonna be concerning.
Yeah, exactly. And on the other side, the Chiefs are top 3 on third down offense. Bills are top 3 on third down defense.
Yep.
So when we talk about this being a great matchup, this is going to be a damn great matchup.
Oh, God, I can't wait for this game.
I'm going to be going with the Buffalo Bills. I think they got a little bit more going for them. I think Josh Allen is going to cement himself with a big win here on the road in Arrowhead. Give me the Bills. Roach, who you got?
Oh, man. Just like Tom Brady, as a Niner fan, man, I saw it firsthand. I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. This dude's just another beast in the playoffs. And as good as Buffalo has been, I know, like you were saying, they beat them earlier in the season. Something's telling me I can't go against Mahomes right now and that Chiefs defense. So I'm going Mahomes to get the job done. I think this is going to be a battle between Mahomes and Allen, and I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to be good to go for this game too. So I think that's huge.
They need him.
That could be huge because one thing that Patrick Mahomes has been doing a lot and having success in is using his running backs for the passing game.
Yep.
But here's the thing: the Buffalo Bills are one of the best at stopping pass catching running backs.
Yeah.
So literally, like everything, it's like who's going to budge first, man?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be the Chiefs. Bills just showed me a lot more offensively and defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also protecting the quarterback could be the X factor here. Bills do a better job at doing that than the Chiefs.
Yeah. And hey, I remember last year in the playoffs when these two teams faced, the biggest issue was Bills getting pressure on Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Even with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs having issues and injuries to their line. This year, look how they changed that narrative. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Yeah.
So we're taking the Bills. Rocha's going to take the Chiefs. He's different again on us.
Yes, sir.
Let us know who you guys have. We will be streaming this game. You got to come hang out with this one. This could be a hood classic here.
Yes.
I mean, a hood classic. this game's going to be pushing P. Whatever the fuck the kids are saying these days. It's all that in a bag of potato chips.
I don't even know. I can't even keep up with all these sayings anymore.
So come hang out with us, guys. Roach, thanks for joining us for the Pick'em in the divisional round.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's always a fun time joining, guys.
And guys, if you guys want to go catch him, he'll be streaming, I'm sure, the 49ers game, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I know you're going to be going crazy for that one.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man. I'm so hyped.
All right. Well, good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
We'll see ya in the streams for the division round. Come hang out.
Let's go.
Bye-bye.
My stomach.
God, don't you dare fart again.
I swear to God.
I'm good.
Sure?